Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. Welcome to another week and welcome to our readings. If you haven't subscribed yet, please feel free to do so. I have other ways to support my channel in the description box. And of course, if this resonated for you, feel free to like, share, or comment below the video. And welcome to the channel. So I'm gonna start right away with the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck. We're gonna get some guidance for DF and DM, and then we'll get on with the tarot reading. Today I'm gonna do the 5D checks for each of the twins and also the 3D, including what the twins are thinking and feeling towards one another at this time. What are they wishing for? So that's gonna be the layout. Please give us a card for DF, or Divine Feminine. Oh. Okay. So one of them fell upright, so I'm gonna count that one. It says, grace and gratitude. Through gratitude, joy expands. We talked about it actually. I don't remember whether it was a private or public reading, but just a day or two ago, right? About it's a separate skill, I would say, to be able to be grateful for what you have, even if, especially if what you have doesn't feel like much to you, especially if you are a perfectionist or you've been raised in a society or you are among people who do not consider what you have to be a big deal. How to be truly, honestly, sincerely grateful for that. It is a skill to kind of to sort of nurture in yourself, right? To be doing that on the regular basis. Do a great gratitude exercise where you're naming at least 5 things you're grateful for today. And they cannot just be, nature and that I'm alive, right? It has to be something more specific to the day. That's actually a very simple and a very good exercise. If you're doing journaling, try to see if you are mentioning those things that make you happy, that you're grateful for. And if not, maybe it could be, like you set aside some time every day where you're journaling, how you're feeling towards, where you are right now, what you're grateful for, so that your journal does include that every single day. And it helps, I would say, from my own experience, even more in times of need, when you're in a darker place, when you're not feeling your greatest. That exercise helps so much. And on the bottom of the deck we had Navigating by the Stars, Follow Your Bliss. I'm gonna keep it as well. Yeah. So it looks like it's time. It's not a time for action generally. Now we're gonna get a card for DM, but more a card of observing and recognizing what is happening in your life, what has happened, and enjoying where you are. It's a wonderful notion, wonderful advice. Like, be happy and grateful in the moment. Yeah, it's another aspect of it, right? Stay in the moment. What do we have for Divine Masculines today? Okay, also 2 cards. Transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. And watching clouds, lie back, rest, and relax. So for Divine Masculine, the same. None of these cards are about action. And even this the new way of life is emerging. A fresh new way emerges. It means that the DMs have already said that intention, they have taken the action, right? Now it's like 3 of Wands card where you are waiting for your ships to come in. But you're not like waiting, anxiously. You are also like, you're watching the clouds, right? You're enjoying the moment. Rest and relax. And Divine Masculines has to relax, to take a breather after everything they've been through recently. And we did have a reading, I think last week it was, where they were going through Dark Night of the Soul. So I'm assuming that this is the result of that work that they've been doing. Okay, let's get into the main reading. Let's check what's happening in 5D space for Divine Feminine. Ooh, Devil and 5 of Cups. Wow, that's rough. What about masculines? Oh, wow. 5 of Wands, Knight of Swords. But you see the 5s, so transformational energy indeed. What about 3D space for Divine Feminine? What IDF's thinking and wishing towards the connection at this time on their conscious mind? So mind that the Devil came up in the subconscious space. That's Capricorn energy, in case anyone is wondering. I'm also gonna pull some clarifiers. 7 of Cups. What about Divine Masculines? What are they thinking? What are they wishing for in this connection? King of Cups in reverse. Wishing to express, be able to express their love. Bottom of the deck, Magician. I like it. Okay, let's get some clarifiers. Yeah, so it looks like there's still some pain and the repressed pain on DF side that needs to be taken care of, or will be taken care of. Let's clarify the Devil and 5 of Cups for us. Please clarify. Why is the Devil and 5 of Cups here? Sorry guys, just keep forward. Oh, 3 of Cups. Okay. So, yeah, it's either unrequited love or just a general third-party situation where somebody chose somebody else and not the Divine Feminine. I'm getting for some of you, it might not even be the romantic situation. It might be a more generic one, like there was a group of friends, or you thought you had someone in your life who was your best friend, like, you know, like a girl BFF. But then it turned out suddenly, unexpectedly for you, that that person didn't consider you to be their best friend. And when the opportunity presented, they went with somebody else. Yeah, you see those kind of patterns, they may not seem significant because it may have been like 10 years ago. And you're thinking, well, but now I'm all about my masculine and that kind of love, right? But this counts as well. And that's why we say that a lot of these patterns come from childhood, when it's actually about our parents, our siblings, our teachers, right? Because it's all interaction with other people. It's the love that we know at the time. It's the love that matters in the moment. It's all different aspects of love. And it impacts all of our relationships if it leaves some sort of traumatic experience. Please clarify 7 of Cups for Divine Feminine. Okay, 7 of Cups. Clarify by 7 of Cups and Ace of Wands. It's fine. I like when it happens. I like it. Please clarify 5 of Wands and Knight of Swords for Divine Masculines. Conscious space. 5D space. So they are also reconciling some karmic experience where they wanted to take an honest action. They wanted to be true to their heart, but they didn't. That's what I'm getting here. Please clarify 5 of Wands, the Fool, and Page of Wands. Okay. Please clarify King of Cups in reverse for masculines. Thank you. Virtue. Yeah, this is 3 of Wands. This is what I was talking about. Intention is set. Now waiting for the ships to come in. Bottom of the deck, the Judgment. Big awakening time. Yeah. So those 5s that we're seeing, they are bringing in something new. But because, and especially with this energy for Divine Feminine, with all this new, see even the red, like, right, like bloody energy. Although this is wine, of course, but you know what I mean. It kind of gives you immediately, or to me as a reader, gives me immediately the feeling of pain and some sort of suffering. So yeah, definitely it's kind of grieving some past illusions where some hope and love and energy and effort was put in some relationships and they didn't pan out the way that was being expected, right? It's learning to trust yourself again in the matters of who do you open your heart to and how do you treat people, where you kind of keep your boundaries, but you also open up. And it could be especially hard for empaths because when naturally we open up to people, right? So there's always this thin line between being open, being yourself, right? That's who we are. But also keeping that healthy distance where we do not get into the whirlpool of another person's feelings and emotions and their own illusions, their own karma that they're working through, right? So this is more, I would say, is like a mourning process for those past events. This is happening subconsciously, mind that. So your subconscious is currently processing some of that past karma, some of that past pain. So that it's actually in this deck, it's the 5 of Cups. You see the guys focusing on the 2 of Cups out of 5. So you can focus on the love that existed in in those situations, what it taught you, and how to focus on love in the future. And because our psyche automatically focuses on the pain. If there are certain markers, certain flags that it's something similar to what we experienced before that caused us pain, our psyche immediately turns on the safety mechanisms where it's like danger, danger, danger. It's remembering the pain first and foremost to keep us safe. But now the trick is to kind of overcome that, to transmute that energy so that you understand why it happened, why it was in your life, what it gave you, and how do you overcome that so it doesn't impact your future relationships. For the masculines, oh, we have Knight of Cups from somewhere. I wonder where it came from. I think it was the King of Cups here, yeah. Oops, an extra card. For Divine Masculine, on the subconscious, we see 5 of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, so this is some instances, and especially with this clarifiers I'm getting, this is the instances where they wanted to kind of to trust the situation and to be vulnerable, but they didn't. And for them, it's also kind of reconciliation and transmutation of that past energy, where they didn't do what they wanted to do, really, because of the impact of other people around them, because they were afraid, basically. They were afraid of what others will think, of being judged, of this, of that, of what if I fail in my pursuit, in my brave pursuit, etc. Right? So inability to take the leap of faith and to be seen as somebody who's just started, who's a newcomer at this. But 5s are about change. So both twins have 5s in their subconscious, meaning that this situation is changing. Okay, for the conscious space. Okay, I'll try to speed it up a little. So we have 7 of Cups clarified by 7 of Cups and Ace of Wands. Yeah, it's being able to make a choice based on your wishes and desires, not based on what society dictates. It's thinking about why the choice of this connection and this path in general could not be the most obvious story of success to others. Why some friends may have doubts, if they know about your story. Why even you have doubts sometimes of how this is gonna work out in 3D, right? This is 3D space now. But still being able to focus on that fire, right? The Ace of Wands, this is the one, the flame, on what this is all about, with the divine purpose of this connection, that it's much bigger than what society dictates us or what friends or family think about it, or about your DM for that matter, right? Because it all comes to the person. We don't judge as much, I find, the way that people interact to build their life. It's a lot more free these days, but we do get judged, and we're being judged for the people that we choose, for who that person is, right? It's strange, but that's how it is. That's what I find in my observations. So the M's on the conscious mind, they have King of Cups in reverse, clarified by Knight of Cups, and the Three of Wands, which is virtue in this deck. So and I said it even before I saw Knight of Cups. Divine masculines want to be able to express their feelings, right? King of Cups is the one that does not, that kind of keeps it to himself, so sits in those feelings. So they've said in them enough. They want to turn things around. They want to bring some progress to this. That's the intention that they're setting, and they want to make a move, right? In this deck, it's actually almost like this guy is actually relocating, is like moving in. He's got all his stuff and he wants to move in together. That sort of notion. So divine masculines are feeling brave today. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Seems like it's a big time of transformation. We have new moon coming up this week, and I'll do something for that. We also have Venus getting out of retrograde. So yeah, things should start turning around in terms of communicating with other people and building relationship. But for now, the most important message remains: focus on yourself, on what is good in your life, on multiplying and attracting more of that greatness, goodness, and joy for yourself. Thank you so much for being with me. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.